Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I am Bertha, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe now just so you would stay in this family. And don't worry, I'm always sharing knowledge and also personal stories that would inspire you, because all I want is for growth, and I always pray that my video reaches the audience that truly needs certain messages in their life and to improvise themselves. And that does not mean I am perfect. I am also a human being. Everybody is imperfect. However, how do we embrace it? How do we improve our lifestyle? How do we change? And how do we not get easily drained living in this society that always or constantly judges us, that always constantly is not happy with however we are? So how do we deal with all of this? So for your information, I just had my birthday recently, and I was always thinking that I should do a video on what I have learned all these years. A lot of things that actually have happen in my life and in your lives, I believe. So we as humans, we constantly learn, we constantly grow, and it's always important that we incorporate something new in our daily lives, new knowledge, new skills, or new friends, new relationship, and so on, because that is what life is all about. We should live it full of purpose. Imagine that we have a short time period for us to live. How would you live your life? So that is how I would always think to myself, and always live to the fullest. And living to the fullest does not mean I push myself working 24/7 and being productive like what other influencers be posting. No, as I mentioned, we are all humans. I'm not a robot, so I always take the time to procrastinate, to scroll through social media, to watch the movie that I want, to eat the food that I want, but I make sure there is balance in everything. And I also want to make sure you guys also know how to balance things out in your life, just because energy is very important, and I'm gonna tap into the energy story in a while. So talking about energy, now I'm gonna actually reveal just 5 important things that I've actually learned in my 2024. So since we're actually wrapping up to this year, and I actually thought I would want to reflect on whatever that has happened and what I have learned, particularly in this year. In my birthday party with my friends, I was actually asking them 3 likes and dislikes about me, and from what they have revealed, I kind of understood myself better from the perspective of other people. So this got me thinking, okay, so this is not just what I thought, but this is how people have actually assumed about me. And from whatever likes and dislikes that they have mentioned about me, I'm like, okay, that is something interesting, because that I know that is my traits, that is my character. Let's get into the topic, which is the 5 main things I've learned this year. Firstly is to not give values to unnecessary things. This is something that I've been doing recently, and I have been getting a lot of comments from especially the close people in my circle that I have become selfish. But what I understood about myself is that I am protecting my energy and my personal space. So, and I just love doing the things that I like, and if it does not matter that much to me, then I wouldn't want to put my energy and effort into doing something that's not particularly important. Why? It's because I have been reading a lot of self-help books recently, and also been watching YouTube videos, right? So what I've actually learned is energy is something very important, and everything in this world is made of matter. Matter possesses energy. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. It always vibrates, whether it's in a constant position. Example, solid matter, the atoms are always or constantly vibrating. Liquid, it's vibrating. Air, it's flowing. So energy is always in every matter. So we humans have got energy too. So how do we use our energy? That is how I kind of like understood. If you have been putting your energy into things that are unnecessary, that are negative, for an example, if you've been investing energy with negative person, that energy is going to vibrate to you, because it's all frequency, right? You play a radio station channel, right? Example, the channel 100. If that's working well, perfect. But then if you go to 100.10, it will start, the frequency will start going bad, and you can't hear to whatever that they are saying. So stuff like that, frequency is there to actually make things work or not. So that is why people always say, show me your friends and I can show you the future. That is because if you're dealing with the wrong person or wrong energy, you are going to attract such negative energy to you, and it's going to affect you, and it's going to cause energy drainage. You're going to be drained out, feeling exhausted, thinking negative, feeling depressed at all times. So that is something that I have totally learned, and I have only been keeping in touch with people whom I feel I'm talking something interesting. You can know if someone else's energy vibrates with yours, because I could certainly feel that. Example, friend A, who always talks good, we share the same thoughts. However, the energy, I kind of feel like we can't sync together, no matter how good she is. However, friend B, whenever I talk to her, I could feel that we're syncing together. So from here, I could already feel the energy matches perfectly with person B better than person A, and so then I start to know who do I keep my limits with and stuff like that. And so when it comes to this also, I have actually learned that it's always important to watch and also listen to good things, because even music, I actually came across a research that actually finds that our cells actually reacts to music. So music can actually heal at a cellular level. So listen to good music, and that is why this year I've been listening to a lot of Catholic related music, hymns, chanting. The soul just heals. It's very calming, and even I feel so positive. The vibe around me is positive. Regulate my thoughts better with such music and songs. Second thing I've actually learned is that to be private. Yes, to be private. So this year I've actually deleted my Facebook account, and I feel so much better because I knew that keeping a lot of social media pages for oneself is just going to be useless, and people are always tracking our data, and there will be more funnels for scammers to get into our lives. So this is the kind of things that I've actually been learning a lot through documentaries that I watch on YouTube channel, and I particularly watched this one movie that has changed my thoughts, which is called CTRL. It is a Hindi version, but you can actually change the audio to English version in Netflix. This movie has really thought about how AI would certainly just wipe out your whole privacy. It just can hack your laptop, it watches you through the laptop and stuff like that. So just be very careful, and I've actually learned this. I don't actually need to share a lot of things in social media for me to get a lot of followers, because I did post another video saying this algorithm in social media is all just a scam. Influencers are just creating it just so you watch their content, right? So yeah, just think about it. So there's no such thing as when you post more of your personal life stories, or if you post more regularly, you'll get a lot of followers, because I have been following all this algorithm and I did not get extra followers and so on. So it's all about luck, I guess, and probably most of the influencers actually pay people to actually collect all these followers to follow them. So that is why if you go into their followers list, many of them are some unknown people or without DP, and we don't know who these people are, maybe some scammers. So that is why you should not believe everything you see in social media, and it's good to just be private. So I don't post much about my private stories. Even when I post about, example, the food that I'm having, I'll only post like hours after I've left the restaurant and stuff like that, just so people are not tracking me. People wouldn't know where I am at that very minute or hour, right? You have to be very careful. You shouldn't simply be posting about all your successes, because not everyone will be happy of your success, right? So just be very careful of that, and try to pray a lot and think positive, and kind of remove all this negative aura from yourself by just manifesting stuff. Because like what I always do is that I always chant good things, because from the book that changed my life, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, taught me that chanting is something that also vibrates at cellular level. So if you keep chanting positive things, it will actually hack your brain into thinking that that is happening. So that is why manifestation is very, very important. So if I am always saying that I remove all the negative energy from my body, I possess positive aura, so my cells are actually working in such a way, and you would certainly vibrate at a higher level this way. And I also love this phrase, which is work in silence, let the success make its noise. So the third thing I've actually learned this year is the me time is so crucial. Like, you have no idea. Previously, I was not having any habits, but ever since I started bullet journaling, like it's my third year now, I have been consistently reading in the morning, the moment I wake up. Of course, I can't say every day. There are days where I have other programs and stuff like that, but most of the time when I actually have got my regular weekdays right, the morning I wake up, I have to take a book and read. And I really do not like to go into my phone early in the morning, because just imagine the night, the evening, the afternoon and everything, we have been with the phone, laptop and stuff. So really, I kind of feel my eyes is like strained the moment I use my phone in the morning itself. So I just want to keep that aside, and I think I want to do something positive to my body. Human bodies are not meant to be living in a digital world actually, but we are forced to, and that is why there's actually a lot of sickness around. So me time is very important, because I realized it keeps me feel so peaceful in the morning when I'm actually reading. So like last year I was actually focusing on reading the Bible every morning. This year I'm actually focusing on a lot of self-help books, and of course I actually want to also read the Bible, but sometimes I kind of mix and match. So some mornings Bible, some mornings a self-help book plus dictionary. Sometimes I just love reading the dictionary and going through the words. Example, I've been like, okay, this week I'm going to finish off the vocabulary with the alphabet R, and yeah, I just kind of see whatever that's interesting, I kind of like memorize it, and it kind of activates my brain in the morning. So that's a great habit. Another habit is that drinking water in the morning. So sometimes I just put apple cider vinegar. This is a recent habit, and I think it's really great, because I actually saw Dr. Barbara's video stating about how when you drink vinegar, it's actually very good to detoxify your whole body system. These are the small and simple habits that I've been incorporating to the me time, and I realized me time is so crucial. And I've also been taking care of my beauty, sometimes I just put on mask and then hair oil and all these things, because watching YouTube videos of how people really take care of themselves inspires me. So it's good for you to actually get some motivation from here and there, but just don't rely on that, because consistency is the key. Motivation is not the one that's going to keep you going, but it's the consistency. Because if it is a habit, then if you're not doing it for one day, you'll be like, oh my god, like you wouldn't feel easy, like you have to do that. So it's the same thing. Like example, every night I've been brushing my teeth. Some nights I'll be like, oh my god, can I just keep brushing my teeth? And I'll be like, oh no, just stick the toothbrush, it's not going to take long. So you see, habit just keeps you consistent. So that's like the third thing that I've actually learned. Fourth thing that I've actually learned is to love yourself. So yes, why am I talking about this me time, to always talk positive, to have positive relationships and everything? It's because I love myself and I want you to love yourself. So I just get very frustrated when people are always saying, oh, I'm so sad that I'm single. Like, do you know that's a privilege being a single? Because you do not have people controlling your personal freedom, your personal life. You do not have to update someone consistently. You do not have to be worried about their safety. You don't have to be worried about who's cheating on you and stuff like that. You can do whatever you want, but that does not mean stay up until like 3 o'clock in the morning outside, because safety is another factor here that you have to consider, right? You get to be an adult, being in your own space. You can make your own decisions. You can know what you want to do. You can go chase that dream or goals of yours. So I have seen being single as a privilege to me, because I have also heard people are actually going through a lot of traumatic moments or mental tension being in relationship with the wrong person. So that is way worse compared to you being single. Yes, and I've also seen this generation, people just can't stay with their partner. I feel like partner has become something that is exchangeable. And I was actually thinking about it. Why is it that we do not like our parents? We just like stay away from them and we don't go finding for other parents. But why is it when our partner is not right, we just dump them and go for other people? So that is something that I've been pondering about, and I just come to a conclusion that people have made spouse or this partner thing as something that's just an option. So let's wait. For those who are single, let's wait. And first of all, if you don't love yourself, there's no chance you're going to love someone else better, right? So you have to love yourself first, and that's what I always tell myself. That is why you have to prioritize yourself, do good things to you, reward yourself, and only then I think you will be eligible to go and love someone else, right? The fifth thing that I've actually learned this year is, if you ever feel lonely, don't give up, because God loves you. So yes, getting closer to God is something that personal to me this year. I have been born to a Christian family, but I just grew up being an atheist. I was not like thought about Bible and all these things, although I used to go to church and stuff. But just this year, I feel like personally I've been getting miracles, like this special peace, like I've been keeping away from all this negative energy, negative people, and personal peace just comes to me. And when I read the Bible, I was like, oh my god, this is miraculous. Like, how could all this really happen? Like 2000 years ago, or all this eyewitness of Jesus, how could all this really be possible? This is awesome, man. So, and I was like, I truly believe there was this man called Jesus Christ who walked this earth. And that does not mean I'm a sinless person, I'm also a sinful person, but I just knew that Jesus will always be there to love me. And I just want you to know that if you ever feel lonely, Jesus Christ or the God is always there to love you. So that is how sometimes when I'm feeling lonely, I'll just pray to God and I feel better. And even now I'm getting emotional, I don't know why. So yes, just tell God that you love him and you're thankful for every single thing. Just be grateful for every single thing, because when you are grateful, the God sees you and he'll be like, oh my god, this girl, she's very happy, let's bless her with more of good things and stuff. Yes, getting closer to God is something great for me this year, and I've been feeling so peaceful. And the things that I would used to do last time, now I'm like so bad, like I feel so sinful. So I'm trying to like improvise myself in that way in terms of morality. And also a lot of good things have been happening this year ever since like I started being so close to Jesus Christ too. So I started like going to church and other things. I actually got a job and so many things. It's all blessings from Jesus Christ. And I really hope that you guys will also get closer to God and do good things to yourself. Remember to love yourself. And I believe these are the 5 main things that I've actually learned personally this year. Of course, there are actually more, but I just wanted to emphasize on these 5 because I don't want to drag or put a very long video that's going to be very boring. Yes, so thank you so much for listening to me, and I really hope this video has actually inspired you and you have learned something new from this video. And I hope that you guys will change something. Like from what I have learned, I've actually changed in a few ways, right? Example, like having this me time and everything. I really hope the lessons this year has also made you all changed in a way or so, because every day is about growth. If you are staying in the same place, then there's no purpose in life. So thank you so much, and I love you all. Do subscribe to my channel and have a great day ahead.